Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Today we are going to set up my content planner for the week of April 14th. So I am going to use the Live Love Posh Office Chic book. I got this on clearance back maybe around Black Friday clearance. And then I'm going to combine it with the Functionally Neutral sticker book that I bought earlier this year. So let's get right into it. Yeah, this is the week of the 14th. And I am going to get started. So in my content planner, I use a Plan vertical. And I've talked about this before. I am really loving it. I am so close to finding planner peace, guys. You just don't know. I have totally fallen in love with using the vertical from Plan for my work planner, for my content planner, and I use the Work Plus Life, which is like an hourly layout, for my work planner. I am in love with it. Extremely close to planner peas. I just have a few more adjustments to make, not to this system, but in Q2 I'm trying to decrease some of the planners that I'm using. Once I do that, I'll be there. Okay, so Office Chic, I am just going to use this first set. This is an older sticker book. It came out in 2024. I love it. I love these colors, this brown and pink, but this is definitely not a new sticker book. So, but I don't care if it's not new. I am in love with the stickers, and so I'm good to go. So yeah, just this first set is what I'm going to use. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to take this corner piece and put it over here. In the sidebar, because I love corner pieces, if you haven't figured that out about me. I am also going to, let's see, I like to leave my this week, so I rarely cover that up. Then I'm going to go ahead and find a sidebar, and I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use the Functionally Neutral to get a sidebar. So I'm looking for just something a little bit longer than what I'm seeing. I may have to use one of the half boxes, which I'm okay with. I actually tend to like the half boxes sometimes because it allows me to put some decor. So for example, if I use this whole box, it'll take up the entire side and I'll have to lift this up. Let's see if I can lift up this sticker. Sometimes you can lift them up, sometimes you can't. This one's coming up nicely. Not perfect, but nicely. Okay, so let me put, okay. Stuck to itself. Wonderful. Let me go ahead and I'm going to start at the bottom with this sticker, because I don't know if this sticker is going to go all the way to the top. I just realized this is a Live Love Posh book and a Plan planner, and sometimes the Plan planners, their dimensions are not the same as Happy Planner all the time. So okay, that's pretty good. All right, so what I want to do here is just kind of smooth this out at the bottom. Just going to take my tweezers, probably going to go pick that up a little bit and just release the tension. There we go. That should take care of it. Okay, so have that down. Now I'm going to come back in and put my floral element back, and I'm okay with that. That looks great. So this is my sidebar. In my content planner, I use the first row for items that I need to film and edit, the second row for posting, and third row for social media. I'm also going to be out of town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for Monday and Tuesday for a road trip, a mini vacation, so to speak. So I will have some flexibility to do some additional decor. So I think I'm going to use this big element here under social media, because I will have some space over there. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then something Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see, I'll tell you what, why don't I go ahead and use this corner sticker. Love it. And then something up here for Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I really love this huge vase. I wonder if I can put this somewhere. Sometimes it's hard for me to find a place to put really large stickers because, you know, we just don't have that much space. But since I'm going to be on vacation, this might be a good opportunity. Now, the second row is for filming, and I do a lot of filming. I'm sorry, for posting, and I do some posting on Fridays. Okay, I think I'm going to put a box here, and then I'm going to sit the vase on top of the box. So let me just do, I think I really like this brown. So I'm going to do a nice label box, put it right here. And then I'm going to take this vase, trim it off the bottom. And this way I can use it for Friday. Okay, I really like that. And I'll have some bullet points or checklists down here. That looks great. I tend to do bullet points and checklists here. So let me break this up by finding some checklists. I'm going to use brown on this side since I have brown here. Looks great. And then let's see, on Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and put some more functional because I know that on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays are post days for me. So I might as well go ahead and put these in. So I'm just putting some labels here. These are the days that I will post. I definitely did not distribute these colors well. Probably should have switched these two around, but that's okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, that one came up. Okay, let's try this one. This usually wouldn't bother me, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know why it does today. I'm not usually the type to think about color balance like that, but you know, I guess today I am. Okay, I think that's balanced a lot better. So I need some boxes at the top for my filming days, and I am going to film Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday, if I'm being honest with you. So I think I'm going to use a big box. I rarely use a big box. So I think this would be the perfect time to use a box that crosses over all 3 days, hopefully. Because I will probably just do a whole weekend of filming and editing, because I think I'm going to be behind. More than likely, I'm going to be behind on filming and editing from my vacation. So kind of makes sense that I'll do a whole weekend of filming and editing. So it is what it is. I'm just trying to see if I can get this a little bit straighter. Putting down boxes straight is something I'm almost incapable of doing. That looks a little bit better, but I doubt if it's really any straighter than what it was before. So I am going to take another box label. This time I'm going to go back in with this brown box label, another label box, and just do a little bit of a cluster there. And okay, so I've taken care of my filming section. Now over here I will be traveling, so this is a great day to put some decor. Let's see, we have some neutral quotes. I like this one. You are only confined by the walls you build yourself. I tend to like black quotes though, but this may be a good opportunity to use that quote, a colorful quote. So let's see what else I can put there to go with the quote though. There's a few things. Okay, I could go with the big desk, but then I won't have space for the quote. So I think I'm probably going to try to use the quote and the planner. So let's pull this quote out and put the quote here. If I can find it again. All right, here we go. And it says again, you are only confined by the walls you build yourself. Okay, so as I get this quote on here, let me say a little bit more about Planner Piece. So when I started this video, I told you that I was really close to having Planner Piece, and I am. The spring collection of Happy Planner planners is being released in about a week, or in a few days now, because I'm filming this on Saturday. And honestly, I don't feel the urge to buy too much of anything from the planners that are releasing. And guys, that is a really good thing. I will say that I really do like that parenting layout, and I have it in my wish list on the Happy Planner website. But I think I'm going to design my own similar parenting layout. I am not a parent, and I loved that layout because it was really flexible and could be used in a lot of different ways. So you do not have to be a parent to use that layout. However, after putting it in my wish list, because I was going to buy it, or going to buy it when it releases. After putting it in my wish list, I realized that I love the layout, but I could recreate this layout. And as I recreate it, I could customize it. I don't know if I actually cut that. Okay, I guess so. I could customize it to really fit my needs and not have to be like, oh, well, I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to use this page, or I'm not going to use that page. You know, you can customize it and use it how you want. So that's what I'm going to do. You know what? I don't know if I cut this. If I didn't, I'm not going to recut this. I don't know what I was doing. Like a phantom cut or something. Okay, let's try this again. So I actually have decided to make my own inserts that are inspired by the Happy Planner parenting layout. But it will be a home planner, which is what I needed it for. And so I'm excited about that. I've actually already made them at the time of filming this video. I just need to do some editing on them and get them printed and cut. So I'm hoping to be able to show those to you this week. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done before vacation though, but if I can, I'll show it to you. If not, it'll be next week. But yeah, that is really one of the only planners that I was interested in from their release. I also was interested in the Paper Raven Co. planner. And I will probably still get that one. It's a June to July planner. So I do have an activity that I'm tracking June to July. And so it'll work well for that. But other than that, that's it. And when I saw their release and I said to myself, yeah, I'm not that interested in a lot of things, it was such a good feeling because I knew that meant I was really satisfied with the planners that I have. And that is very important to me. So I am getting ready to do my checklist. Before I do that though, I want to put my working labels down here. So yeah, when I had that feeling of just being content with what I had, not just content, like happy with the layouts and the planners that I'm currently using, I was like, yeah, this is yay me, because I've worked hard this year to try and make adjustments whenever I needed to make adjustments to get my planners to a spot that are really functional for me. And right now, this work planner, the one I'm working on now, is probably hands down the most functional. The one that's working for me the best, I should say. But they're all working really nicely. Okay, so these labels I just make on Canva, cut them on my Cricut. I love these. I've used most of them, so I had to print some more, and that's what you see here. These are all postings. These didn't really cut as nicely as I would like them to, but they did cut, so I am going to use them. Anyway, let's see if I can get these with my hand. The benefit of having a Cricut, you guys, is that you can really make labels that are very specific to how you need to use them. And that's what I love about my Cricut. I really don't use it for anything more than making stickers and a little bit of vinyl, but that's about it. Okay, so this looks great. I'm gonna come in here and do my lines, because if you know me by now, when I plan, I need to have checklists. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do checklist here. I guess it's technically just a list. It's not really a checklist, because I don't ever really use the check it off boxes. I just use the stencil for the lines. Okay. Saturday. I think we are going to do, I think I'm going to do it this one right here. And then this is my posting. I don't post anything on Saturday, so there's no need for me to put anything here. Really no need for me to put anything here. Maybe some plans going into the weekend, so I will put some lines. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. I am happy with this. Let me get a couple of, now I'm feeling like I need a line there. I do. Let me go ahead and put it here. Let me get my stencil back. I just have to be careful and try not to put my line on my sticker. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, so let me get a few bullet points. I usually post a couple of videos per day because I post for my genealogy site and I post on my Planning by Eva. So I'm going to put 3 bullet points per day. Per day that I'm posting, I should say. Okay, I'm going to mix this one up. So I'm going to put this one as the second bullet point. Okay, pull this down just a little bit more. All right, and then on this one, okay, so that takes care of all the lists that I need. Now I'm going to come in and find a few more decorative pieces to put throughout. So, well, maybe not throughout, maybe something here and here. I'm not really going with the self-care beauty. I do like this picture, so I'll probably use that. And let's see if there's one more thing. I already have the vase. Okay, so I have my picture. Let's start there. I love that. And then I might find a little quote to put here, and then maybe a flower there. Yeah, let's do a flower. I think a really cute flower, maybe something to make the colors pop. So let's go with this one. We're gonna cut it in half. And use it in both spaces. So I'm just going to cut this one in half. Use this here. Lovely. And I'm going to use this one right here. Okay. So I really like that. I think that this is a lovely layout for the week of April 14th. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great time planning for this week, and I hope you get a little bit closer to planner peace as we go throughout the year. Thanks for watching.